Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Leadex Show. My name is Joyce Ade Ashi and I'll be your host for today. With me here, I have a very nice gentleman in my studio. Welcome. Can you please introduce yourself to my audience?
Thank you, Ina. Hello everyone, my name is Raymond Apia, a peer counselor under the Counseling and Gender Directorate of the University of Professional Studies, Accra. I am also a level 300 law student and the president of the peer counselors.
Alright, so today we'll be delving into the topic low self-esteem among students. Raymond, so what is low self-esteem and how can students recognize it?
So low self-esteem is one of the most serious issues, or it's a serious issue that the youth is currently facing, not just the youth. So it is the perception that you are not enough, the perception where you look negatively upon yourself. So we have so many people who are very capable, but they look at themselves from a certain perspective where they look down upon themselves, and because of that they are not able to achieve their full capacity. They are not able to do what they have to do. And in recognizing it, you would see that most of these people, they constantly compare themselves with others. They use others as the standard where they judge themselves based on others, and they say that, oh, what I'm doing is not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not better academically, and all that.
All right, so in general, right, what do you think are like the main causes of like low self-esteem?
So there are some significant causes. Just like I mentioned, one of them is comparison. So currently, if you look at the youth, they use others as the standard, where if you go to class, wherever they find themselves, they will use the standard of others to judge themselves, and they view themselves as inadequate. Secondly, they also, or one of the main contributing factors is how they are brought up. So if you look at some environments, some homes, you will see that they focus more on the achievements rather than the journey. So if someone is giving the maximum effort but is not getting the results, they tend to talk down on the person or look down on the person, thereby affecting the low or the self-esteem of that person.
Okay, thank you. So how do you think that academics and social media influences students' confidence?
Well, academics is very important in influencing the confidence or self-esteem of students, because we all start school from a very young age. And if you look at the Ghanaian system, where teachers tend to like those who are more active in class, those who speak more. However, we all have different personalities. So if you have someone who is reserved but maybe is good academically, but the person doesn't speak out, then he or she looks at the others and feel like, I'm not good enough. And for social media, that one there, the advent of social media right now, it has created a new norm where if you look at our parents, where the things that they used to look up to as the standard is no longer there. So you go to social media, you see someone posting a new wig, some nails, and you feel like you need to meet that standard. And if you don't have those things, even though you probably do not have the capacity, you feel like you are not there. You can't go out, you can't do what you have to do just because you don't meet the social media standard.
All right, so what do you think are some practical steps that like one can take to improve like their low self-esteem?
So the first one is taking consistent steps. So growth is a process. You don't start from 0 and jump to 100. So if you are a person with low self-esteem, what you do is every morning you encourage yourself, and every tiny opportunity that you get, you jump at it. Instead of saying, I don't have the capabilities, I can't do it, you jump at it and you make the most out of it. Secondly, you should take it into consideration that we all have our weaknesses and we have our strengths. We are all different. So instead of looking at yourself and looking at the things that you are not good at, the things that you are weak at, look at the strengths about yourself, the things that you can do well, and focus on those things. Put all your energy, your strength into those areas where you can shine. And thirdly, you must remember that failure is a part of growth. So I want to share the story about Jeff Bezos. I think most of us know him. He's a very successful businessman. So he wanted to be a theoretical physicist, and he was in the university for a few years, but he realized that he didn't have what it takes to be a very good theoretical physicist. So he dropped out of school. And for many people, they would have viewed it as failure. that's the end of my story. I can't achieve my dream. But for him, that was the stepping stone for something greater, where he started his business. He started all the various things he's doing now. And for now, he's viewed as one of the most prominent business people in the world out there. So when you fail, view it as a step where you can learn from it and go further in your journey, rather than looking down on yourself and thinking that you're not good enough.
All right. And my last question, what would you say to someone who has a very low self-esteem?
Well, my words would be that we are all different and we are all built differently. If you have low self-esteem, it's only because you are looking down upon yourself. You think that others are better than you. But sit down and look at your strength, just like I said. Sit down, look at all the special things about you, all the things you can do well that others probably can't. And look at how you can utilize those things to bring yourself ahead, to bring yourself to that level that you want to be. And view the world from your own perspective. Don't wear
Right.
someone's lens and try and use that to judge yourself. View the world as an individual where you are trying to grow. So you compare yourself based on the goals that you've set for yourself. And lastly, set reasonable goals. Instead of setting a really big goal and saying that I can't achieve it, so I failed. Set reasonable goals where you've broken them down and you celebrate each milestone. All these things contribute to your self-esteem.
All right. Thank you, Raymond. Once again, I'm Joyce Ade Ashi, your host for today's episode. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.